My name is Sunday Bada. I am here again to teach you guys how to solve Jamb Mathematics past question for year 2024, question 11 to question 20. Let's begin from the question 11. How many ways can 6 people sit around a table? Whenever you see a question that says sit around a table, it means that we are going to use this formula to solve the question n minus 1 factorial. This n represent the number of people they mention from that question. So we are going to say 6 minus 1 bracket factorial. When we minus it, we are going to get 5. 6 minus 1 is going to give us what? 5 factorial. To remove this factorial, we are going to do what? Multiply it backward. 5 multiplied by 4, multiply by 3, multiply by 2, multiply by 1. Now, when you multiply everything, it's going to give us 120. Our final answer is what? 120. 5 times 4, 20. 20 times 6, that will give us 60. 60 times 2, that will give us 120. Our final answer is A, option A, 120. Now, let's move to the next question. The graph below represents inequalities. For them to mention that inequality, it means that they are not equal. Inequality. This is the equation they use to solve it. If you look at the y-axis, you will see that from 4, 3, 2, 1. And from the x-axis, we see that it's positive. X-axis positive side, x-axis positive side. Now, what you are going to do, the question said that we should look for the shaded. Graph below represent. Yes, if you look at this number, this one from y-axis, we see that it's from 4, it's top 4. And from x-axis, it's top at 3. It means that this equation, 3x plus 4, is less than 12. Less than 12. 3s plus 4y is less than what? Is less than 12. And the second thing that we are going to look here is that for the x-axis, we see that 0 start from here. We see that the s is greater than 0 or equals to 0. And also the same thing, y is what? Is greater than 0 because it stops at 4 or equals to what? Is 0. Therefore, our answer, which is here, greater than, which means that 3x plus 4x is less than 12. And this one, x is greater than or equals to 0, and y is greater than or equals to 0. From here, greater than, and this one is greater than 0 or equals to 0. Therefore, our final answer is what? D. Let's move to the next question. Question 13. Let A, this is the matrix question. Now, the question said that we should find A plus 2B. What is our 2B? The first thing that we need to do is 2B. Let's calculate the 2B. So that then when we get the 2B, we now plus it with A plus 2B. 2B is the same thing as 2 multiplied by B. It's the same thing. Now, what is our B? 2. Our B is 1 minus 3, 4, 3, minus 2, minus 1. This one, this is our B. This is our B. Therefore, we need to multiply it by 2. Now, say 2 multiplied by this one is going to give us 2. 2 multiplied by minus 3 is going to give us minus 6. 2 multiplied by 4 is going to give us 8. 2 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 6. 2 multiplied by minus 2 is going to give us minus 4. 2 multiplied by minus 1 is going to give us minus 2. Therefore, this is our 2b. And the question said that we should look for a plus 2b. This is our 2b. What is our a? Our a is 2, which is this one. 2, 5, minus 4, 1, 3, 0, plus, this is our 2b. Write the 2b down, minus 6, 8, 6, minus 4, minus 2. Therefore, we are going to add this one together. We are going to add them together. 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2. Yeah. It's going to give us 4. 5 plus minus 6. 5 plus minus 6. Plus times minus is going to do what? It's going to give us minus. Therefore, 5 minus 6 is going to give us minus 1. Minus 1. The next one, minus 4 plus 8. You have plus 8. Therefore, it's going to give us, because plus is what you have, minus is what you are weighing, are going to have positive 4. The next one, 1 plus 6 is going to give us 7. The next one, which is the last column, 3 plus minus 4. 3 plus this 3 plus minus 4. Minus 4. Plus times minus is going to give us minus. 3 minus 4 is going to give us what? Minus 1. Minus 1. The next one is 0. Is 0 plus minus 0 plus minus 2. This one, this one is going to give us what? Minus 2. Therefore, our final answer is this. Do we have final answer? 4 minus 1, 4, 7, minus 1, minus 2. Our final answer is what? A. Let's move to the next question. The sum to infinity of GP is 100. Find its first time if the common ratio is minus 1 over 2. What is the formula for that? The formula for the is this A 1 minus R. This is the sum of the formula to infinity. It means that unlimited to infinity. This is the formula we are going to use. A represent the first time. That's what the question say we should look for. A, we don't know yet. What is our ratio, which is R? But if it is AP, we call it common difference. But GP, it is called common ratio. R. Our R is minus 1 over 2. Now let's begin to calculate this. The sum to infinity has been given to us already, which is 100 here, which is 100. Now let's apply it. Sum to infinity is what? 100. What is A? That's first time. That's what we are looking for. 1 minus 1 over 2. Now 100, we can 100 equals to A. Let me open this bracket first. Minus times minus is going to give us plus. Now I can look for the LCM of this below. The same thing as 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Let's work it out. LCM of 1 and 2 is what? 2. How many 1 can we see in 2? 2. 2 times 1, 2. How many 2 can we see in 2? 1. 1 times 1, 1. 3 over 2. Let me rewrite it here. We have 100 equals to A over 3 over 2. Therefore, let's cross multiply. Let me divide this page into 2. Cross multiply. A times 1 is going to give us A. 100 multiplied by 3 over 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 50. A equals to 50 times 3 is going to 150. Do you have 150 there? Yes, our first time. The question say, what is the first time? Our first time is what? 150. The option A is the correct answer. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. PQR is a triangle such that PQ equals to QR equals to 8 centimeter and QPR equals to 60 degree. Find the area of angle of PQR. Now for the question to say PQ and QR equals to 8, then it means that they have equal side that make them to look like isosceles triangle. Now let's draw it out like this. This is the triangle. This is the center, which is Q, PQ, and this is R. For PQ and QR, so I have equal side 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter. Yes. And the question say that the angle PQ QPR equals to 60 degree. QPR 60 what? 60 degree. If question give you something like this, it means that the area we are going to use of the triangle, if the question give you two sides, it means that we are going to use like this, AB sine theta. Now, what is our A? Our A is 8 centimeter. B is the same thing as the same side. They have equal side. And what is our angle? Theta is what? 60 degree. And the question is asking us for what? Area. What is the area of the triangle? Therefore, area of the triangle equals to 1. Now, what is our A? 8. What is our B? 8 multiplied by sine. Let me write it down. 1 over 2 multiply by 8 multiply by 8 multiply by sine 60 degree. Now we can say the area. Let me write the area. We are trying to look for area. 2 here 1, 2 here 4, isn't it? Therefore, A 4 times 8 multiply by, what is sine 60? Sine 60 is the same thing as square root of 3 divided by 2 by 2. Therefore, we can still divide 2 here 1, 2 in 4, 2. What do we have left here? We have 2 times 8 is going to give us 16 square root of 3. This is our final answer. The area of the triangle is 16 square root of 3. Do we have that? Yes, the option A is the correct answer. A. Let's move to the next question. The Venn diagram below shows the number of students offering physics and chemistry in a class of 65. What is the probability that a student selected from the class offer physics and chemistry if every student offer at least one subject? Now, to calculate this one, we can see that we have the number of people that offer physics are 45, while the number of people that offer chemistry are 30. Therefore, who are the people that offer both subjects? Let's assume that they are X. We don't know. We don't know. Now, to know the number of people that only did chemistry only, we can say 30 minus X. And the number of people that did physics only, we can say 45 minus X. Why am I doing that? The reason is that if you look at this circle round is for only people that do what? That did physics. Physics. And we were told that this X combine the number of people that did what? That did chemistry and physics. Therefore, we are going to remove this X. Therefore, we are going to, what I'm trying to say, that we are going to remove the number of the people that did two subjects, because we want to know the number of people that did only one subject, which is physics. We are going to remove these two, these people in between here, because they did two subjects. That's why we say that 45 minus X, so that we know the number of people that did only physics, and this one too, only chemistry. Now, if you want to look for the solution, the number of the people in the class are 65. Meaning that 65 must be equals to 30 minus X plus the people that did two subjects to get, plus the number of people that did only physics, which is 45 minus X. Number of people that did two subjects, number of people that did only chemistry, and the number of people that did what? Only physics. Now let's combine. Now this one, if you look at minus X and plus X cut out each other, we have what left? 30 plus 45. 65 equals to 30 plus 45 is going to give us what? It's going to give us 75 minus X. Now, the next thing we are going to do, 65. When 75 jump up to go and meet his younger brother, which is 65, it has plus sign. By the time it jump, it will change to minus. If you didn't see anything behind the 75, it means that there is an invisible plus there. Therefore, we are going to do was change it to 75. By the time it jump is equal to minus x. 65 minus 75 is going to give us minus 10. Also, therefore, minus cancel out minus. Our final answer is here that 10. It means that the number of people that did two subjects is chemistry and physics are what? Are 10. And the question is telling us something here. It's talking about the probability. Therefore, we have leaving the set. Now we want to go into the what? Into the probability topic. What is the probability that a student selected from the class offer physics and what? And chemistry? It means that the number of people that offer physics and chemistry that's in between here, which is x, is what? 10. To know the probability of the number of students that offer the both subjects, we are going to say 10 divided by number of the people in the class, which is 65. This is the probability. Therefore, how are we going to divide this one? What can divide them? 5 can go. 5 in 10, we see 2. How many 5 can we see in 65? 13. Our final answer is what? 2 over 13. Do you have 2 over 13 there? Yes, option A. The correct answer is what? 2 over 13. Our final answer is what? A. Let's move to the next question. From the top of a building 10-meter high, the angle of elevation of a fruit on top of a tree is 25 centimeter 30 degree. Calculate the horizontal distance between the building and the tree. First thing we need to do, let's draw the building the person is standing on. The building, let's say this is the building. The building is what? 10 meter high. This is the building. Let me put the building here, isn't it? And the person is looking upward. When you are looking upward or elevation, when they are talking about that, we have to construct the angle of elevation is angle between your height and your upward. For example, this is me. Let's say this is me now. This is my hand, this is my head. So if I want to construct the angle of elevation, my eyes as is looking up and the level of my eyes, let's say this is the tree I'm looking at. The in between my eyes, the level horizontal between my eyes level and the upward, the fruit I'm looking at the tree is the angle of elevation. But when you're talking about angle of depression, is this one, the downward you are looking at and the level of your eyes is the angle of depression. For this one now, on top of a building and there's a tree beside it and you are looking, you want to construct angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, let's say this is tree. See, let's call this one tree. This is tree, isn't it? Now, we were told, let's say from here to here, this is the level of my eyes. Looking upward to that tree is what? Is 30 degree. 30 degree. Let me close up this, the ground floor here. And from here, if you look at from here to here, it's 10 centimeter. It's the same thing as from here to here is what? 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Now the question now say calculate the horizontal distance between the building and the tree. This is the building and this is the tree. The level distance between them from here to here, it means that this x here, that's what the question is saying that we should calculate. And we were told that the tree is 25 meter high. This is the total of the tree from here to down. And we have calculated it from here, that from here to here. We have known that from here to here is what? 10 centimeter. Why the remaining one will be what? 15 meter. It means that 15 plus 10 is going to be total of what? 25 meter of the long. How the tree is high beside the building here, which is 10 meter. Now, what are we going to calculate? The question said that we should calculate the distance between the building and the tree, which is x. And this is opposite, this is adjacent. It means that it's toi. So, ka toi. Twa. Twa mean opposite divided by adjacent. It means that we are going to use tan what? Tan 30. Tan 30 equals to, what is our opposite? Our opposite is 15. What is our adjacent? X we don't know, which is this. Ground floor, which is this here. Distance between. The question said that we should look for. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to cross multiply. This one multiply by this. Get S tan 30. 1 multiplied by 15 is going to give us 15. Therefore, S is going to be 15 tan 30 degree. What is tan 30 degree? 30. If you press calculator, it's going to give us 0.57773. But we are going to look for our answer in a short form. It's the same thing as when you say 1 divided by square root of 3. It's going to give you the same thing. Therefore, we are going to use this one because our answer is in the what? Short form. Therefore, you are going to say 15 is the same thing as divided by 1 divided by square root of 3. If you want to change this division to multiplication, it means that this denominator will come up, while denominator will come down. Therefore, you are going to say 15 multiplied by square root of 3 over 1. Our final answer is going to be 15 square root of 3. Our final answer is 15 square root of 3. Do you have 15 square root of 3 there? Yes. Our option is what? A. Final answer here, this one is what? Is A. Let's move to the next question. A boy bought oranges at the rate of 24 naira for 5 and sold it at the rate of 30 naira for 4 oranges. Find the profit made of the one sold. Bought the total of the 5 oranges at amount 24 naira, but he only sold what? 4. Now, to solve this question in a way is that we need to look for what? Know the cost of what? The cost for one orange and the selling price for one orange, because the 5 oranges he bought, you cannot say it's 24. The cost of the goods sold is 24 naira. No, it's not 24. The 24 naira is for the 5 oranges, the total oranges. But why only sold only 4 oranges? Therefore, we are going to look for cost of one orange and the selling price of one orange. How do we do that? You just say cost of one orange is equal to 24 naira divided by 5. We know the cost. 24 divided by 5. It gives me 4.8. 4.8. This is the cost price. Cost price. 4.8. Now the selling price. What is the selling price for one orange? He sold it how much? 30 naira. How many oranges sold for 30 naira? 4 oranges. Divide it by 4 to know the cost for one orange. That's 7 naira, 7.5 naira. Selling price is what? 7.5. Now to know the profits. If you want to know the profit equals to selling price minus cost price. What is our selling price? 7.5, isn't it? Minus cost price 4.8. Therefore, our profit will be what? 12. Therefore, our profit 7.5 minus 4.8. 7.5 minus 4.8 is going to give me what? 2.7 for the profit for one orange. 2.7. Therefore, what is the profit for the 4 oranges? For one orange to be 2 naira 70 kobo. Therefore, for 4 orange that we sold, I'm going to say 2.7 multiplied by 4 orange we sold. the total profit that we make for the orange, because the question say find the profit made of the orange sold, which is 4 oranges. Therefore, the profit for that 4 orange is what? 10.8. Our profit is what? 10.8. The option C is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Now, question 19. Differentiate y equals to 5x plus 1 raised power 4. Now, the way we solve this question, let me write the question out first. Now, we are going to look for dy dx. If you are familiar with dy dx, the same thing as derivative or differentiate. That's the way we are going to solve this question. For this question that's given to us, let's assume that this one b equals to 5x plus 1. That's 5x plus 1. Now, this question, if you want to rewrite this question, we can rewrite it like this, that y equals to b raised power 4. Since our b represent 5x plus 1, this one, it means that y equals to b raised power 4. Now, to solve this question, we are going to say the b over the x. What is it going to give us? If you want to look, if you didn't say anything, it means that there is an invisible 1 here. 5 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 5 is going to give us what? 5. S 1 minus 1. Anything raised power 1, it means nothing. You have to ignore it based on the differentiation on dy dx. Therefore, we are going to get 5s raised power is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore, anything 0 is what? 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Our final answer will be 5, which is the b over the x equals to 5. Now, to differentiate this one, to find the derivative, we are going to say the y over the b. Now, 4 multiplied by nothing here, anything coefficients of this b, which is 1. We assume that there is an invisible 1 there. It's going to give us what? 4. Going to write b, say 4 minus 1. Anything raised power, you minus it the way we minus this x, 1 minus 1. Therefore, we are going to get 4b. 4 minus 1 is going to give us what? 3. Therefore, this is our final answer. Now, to combine the two together now, which is, let me just try and manage this place. Now, we now look for the y over the x. The y over the x is going to give us, which is this one, the b. Yes, we are going to say the y dx equals to the b, this one that we got here, the b ds multiplied by this one too, which is the y over the b. If you look at this, the b and the b, they cut out each other. Let's just ignore that one. The y over the x. What is our db over the x? Is 5 that we got here. The y over the b, we got 5 here. What is our dy over the b? Dy over the b, we got what? 4b raised power 3. And it's the same thing when you say 5 multiplied by 4, it's going to give us what? 20b over raised power 3. This is the final answer we got. Now, if you look at this space, you see that this b, we use the assumption that b equals to this. Therefore, we are going to use this b, saying that 20, this b will represent this 5x plus 1 raised power this 3 that is on top of that b, you put it here. This is our final answer. Do we have that one? Yes, our final answer here is option A. Final answer is what? A. Let's move to the next question, which is the final one on this video. Simplify. Let me write out the question. 3 plus square root of 7. Now, if you want to expatiate, you want to solve this question, you look at the denominator. you will use the denominator down to multiply the numerator and the denominator, but you are going to do what? Change the sign here, which is plus. Multiply, you change it to what? Minus. If you see plus there, you change it to minus. If it is minus, that is there. Therefore, 3 minus square root of 7 divided by 3 minus square root of what? 7. Now, let's multiply it now. 5 times 3 is going to give me 15. 5 times minus square root of 7 is going to give me minus 5 square root of 7. Now, let's come to the next one. Plus square root of 7 multiplied by 3 is going to give me plus 3 square root of 7. The next one, plus square root of 7 multiplied by minus square root of 7. It's going to, plus times minus is going to give me minus. 7 times 7 is going to give me 49. Square root of 40 and 49 is 7. So the square root is open already. Now the down one, the down one, 3 times 3, that one will give me what? 3 times 3 is going to give me 9. 3 times minus square root of 7 is going to give me minus 3 square root of 7. Come to the next one, plus square root of 7 multiplied by this is going to give me plus 3 square root of 7. Plus square root of 7 minus square root of 7 is going to give me minus, because plus times minus is going to give me minus. 7 times 7, 49, square root of, so this one open already as well. And if you look at this one, let me continue from here. Now say 15. Square root of 7 and square root of 7, they are the same thing. They look alike as if they are twins. Therefore, we can plus them or minus them together. Therefore, we have minus 5 and you have plus 3. When you have plus 3, it means that you have 3 naira with you and you are owing 5. Therefore, minus 5 plus 3. When you pay 3 naira, what you have, you will still be owing what? Minus 2. Therefore, we have minus 2 square root of what? 7. Square root of 7 minus 7 here. Yeah, this one, if you look at this one, they cut out each other because they are twins. 3 square root of 7, 3 square root of 7. You are owing 3 naira and you have 3, and when you pay it, it cancels out each other. 9 minus 7 is going to give me 2. And even this one, 15 minus 7, if I minus 7, is going to give me what? 8. 8 minus 2 square root of what? Square root of 7 over 2 is the same thing as 8 divided by 2 minus 2 square root of 7 over 2 is the same thing. 2 here 1, 2 here what? 4. 2 here 1, 2 here 1. What do we have left? We have 4 minus 1 square root of 7. This is our final answer. This is our final answer, minus 7. You can put the 1 there because it's an invisible, or you can just leave it because 2 cancel out here. 2 here 1, 2 here 1. It means that we have an invisible 1 here, or you can just leave it like the 4 minus square root of 7. There's an invisible 1 here. You can put 1 there because if you multiply square root of 7 by 1, it's still going to give you what? Square root of 7. Our final answer is 4 minus square root of 7. Do you have? Yes, our option B is the correct answer. This is the final question on this video. Let's look out for the next video that will start from question 21 to 30. Thank you for listening. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Bye bye.